Just yesterday I discussed some points. React, just 10 minutes. I'm refreshing those points once again. So what is React? Is it client-side script or server-side script? It is a client-side script to implement dynamic web pages, right? Yes. So in execution point of view, what the difference between client-side script and server-side script? Tell me. So where client-side script executes in the client system. Okay. So here within the browser it is executing. The client-side script executes inside the browser, and server-side script executes where inside the web server, like that. So React is a client-side script. We are using this React to implement dynamic web pages. Is it clear? To implement the dynamic web pages, we are using this one. So examples of client-side script already told you, not only React, JavaScript is there, Angular, like the different types of technologies we have. Okay, those are the examples for this client-side scripts. Okay, next one. So who implemented React? I told you. So Jordan Waki implemented React in the year 2013. Yes, when he implemented in the year 2013 by using some technologies. Okay, so to the main reason behind the implementation is he wanted to execute, means apply some logics on the chart concept of Facebook. Okay, yes, he wanted to apply some logics on the chart concept of Facebook. That is the reason why he implemented this. But later on, they introduced this React as open source, okay, client script. From then, outside developers also started working with this React JS, like that in many websites like Apple.com, okay, Flipkart, Instagram, okay, like that in many websites, okay, they are using this React JS, okay, yes. And here I told you some points why we are using client side scripts. Okay, so that one also I'm repeating now. What the reason to use the client side scripts? First one is to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. By default, all HTML controls are static controls. By default, all the HTML controls are static controls. You want to apply dynamic functionalities on these controls. Okay, you want to apply dynamic functionalities. Dynamic functionality means what is that? Changing the properties of controls at runtime. Okay, so changing the properties of controls at runtime. To work on that, we are using this client-side technologies. Okay, so for example, image at design time we are providing one source that you want to change at runtime. Okay, then we are using this client-side script. Like the text box properties you want to change and other control properties you want to change, then we are using this client-side technologies. Next one, validations point of view. Okay, there we are with the client-side technologies. And to work with Ajax, then also we are working with the client-side technologies. So this is very, very important Ajax concept. We are spending around, okay, so 1 week days this Ajax. Okay, very, very important. API service calls, because in companies, server-side programmers are creating the API services. So those API services we are calling from front end. So in that point of we are taking the support of these client-side technologies. To call the API service, we are using Ajax. So that Ajax concept I'll discuss. So that time only I will cover how to connect with the database from front end and how to work with the cloud operations, how to call the API services of Node, okay, Java, Those topics we're discussing. And one more thing is to execute logics. Yeah, business logics also you can to implement. Okay, so to implement business logics. What the logics we're implementing, those logics execute in browser. So what are the logics we're implementing here? Those logics execute in browser. Is it clear? Yes. So here, for example, on concept we want to implement. My voice is clear or not? So I got one message from Rahul. So what about others? Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, sir. Able to hear.
Yeah. So just Rahul is not hearing. Okay. Like that. These are the main reasons. Okay. So what are the logics we're implementing with clients and technologies? Okay. Those logics are very faster in the output point of view compared with the server side technology logics. Because server side, if you take, so first we are sending one request to the server, there that logic executes, then response we're getting back to the browser. It takes some time. So that's why most of the cases we are implementing the logics in client side technology. So okay, yes. So that is the main thing. Okay. 1 second. Let me connect with charger. Yes. Now here, in last class I told you many advantages. Okay, what we have in this React JS compare with the other technologies, Java, Angular. Okay, so React supports data binding. Okay, but JavaScript not supporting the data binding concept. Right. Next one, if you take React JS supports single page application concept, but not JavaScript. Even Angular also supports single page and data binding. Next one, if you take React JS, the React JS supports JSX format, virtual DOM, okay, so which are not available in Angular also. Yes. Next one, it is providing many services. It is providing many services to work with the functional things, and also it is providing different types of validators. Like the many features we have. Okay, so we will discuss in programmatic way one by one, so that I will start shortly. Anyhow, compare with JavaScript, we have many features in this React JS. Okay, that is the reason why in companies they are using this React JS lot now. Okay, many projects they are using React JS. Okay, so compare with this Angular, we have many openings with this React because React is very easy to learn. Okay, it is very simple. And second one, it supports virtual DOM, which is not there in Angular. Because of this virtual DOM, at the time of updating data, the performance is very fast. And next one, it supports JSX format. So that is also not available in Angular. So JSX we are using to combine JavaScript with HTML. Okay, like that here we can implement mobile applications also, cross mobile applications with this React JS with the help of native React Native. And the next one, we can also work with web applications, not only mobile applications. Okay, we can develop web and mobile both. Like that, and Redux to connect with the Redux direct package is available in this React JS. Like that, we have many advantages. Okay, So those things we will cover one by one, okay, with the examples programs. So now here one use case I'm discussing, okay. Now where we are using client-side scripts, okay. For that one use case I'm discussing here. So that is nothing but login. Yeah, in future you are getting jobs in companies, and some students, some people still they are working in companies. Okay, already they are working with the companies. So this is common concept we need to implement. Okay, as you a developer login concept, we need to work with login registration like that. So these concepts we are implementing. For example, login, if you take, what are the steps we need to follow to work with this login concept? First of all, design login. Next one. So here, before sending the data, validate controls. Next. So this is validation. Next one. Send data to server. Yes. Next one. Check username, password, valid or invalid. Yes, check username, password, valid or invalid. Next one, a redirect to either welcome page or invalid login. And these are the general steps which we are following here. Okay. Yes. First, design the login form. Next one, validations. Next, send data to server. So here, once the design is completed, so after that we are uploading the website into the server. Then what is happening? User will open their website. Users, okay. So many users are opening their website. They are entering the username passwords, and when they click on the login button, that data we are sending to the server to check whether the username password is valid or invalid. But if user don't enter the values and click on the submit, we should not send any request to the server. That is validation. So we are checking whether username password is empty or contains some data. Like that, some client side, we are validating the data. Okay. So that is validations. Once validation is completed, then we are sending that. Okay. If the username password entered by user, then we are sending that username password to the server to check whether those values are valid credentials, valid username and password or not. So for that we are using this third step, and after that with database we are checking username password valid or not, and once valid then redirecting to welcome page, otherwise redirecting to invalid page. These are the steps. Now to design this form we are taking the support of HTML, CSS, these technologies we use. And validations point of we are using client side script. It is nothing but React. Okay. So in companies, UI designers will work with this. Okay, designing views. And our responsibility is second one as well as third one. Okay. So here sending data to server. Actually, there are two ways to send the data to server. One is using submit concept. Another one is using Ajax concept. Nowadays, so everyone following this Ajax concept to send the data to server. So to work with this Ajax, there are also client-side script, nothing but React JS we are using. Okay, so now fourth step, if you take this fourth step, server-side programmer is receiving the data. Okay, we are sending the data to the server-side programmer by calling the API service, one API service, and he is reading the data from that API service and checking with the database. Here, server-side script is required. So it may be okay. Yes, any like JSP, ESP, etc. Next thing is redirect to that either welcome page or invalid user page. So redirect to either welcome page or invalid user page. So there also we are using the routing concept. So that routing concept is nothing but client side. Okay. Yes, we are using the routing concept. Is it clear? So that is the concept of. Okay. Yes. So these are the steps involved in this login concept. So if you observe here, second step, third step, and the last step, these are compulsory. We need to use the client-side technologies. That is, these days, in old days, JavaScript, and these days, companies are using React or Angular like that. Is this clear? So not only login concept. So if you take any other concept, so minimum 60 to 70% code is client-side coding only. 60 to 70% code is client-side coding. So that's why this usage is very high. That's why the companies that your developer requirement is very important. Okay. Yes. So now come to the concepts. Okay, we discussed what is React JS and what is the history of React JS, who implemented, and what are the features already discussed in yesterday's class. That was first class. If anybody missed that, DurgaSoft, okay, YouTube channel, so demo classes are available. You can go through that. If you are unable to find those YouTube videos, call to the DurgaSoft management. Okay, they will guide you how to go through that. And second point is, it is not necessary because again I will revise these points when I am starting the React JS. Okay, based on the features only we are implementing the programs. We are discussing the examples. That time definitely will get more clarity about these features. Okay, so this is the concept. Now we are starting our okay this syllabus
Excuse,
concepts. Yeah,
excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
yeah. Tell me, Pratap.
Yeah,
Arth-
the
Arthur
main
sir.
yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. Uh, Good morning, sir. Myself is Partha, and today only I am joining newly to your batch. And I have one question with you. So, just is it right time or to ask you?
So is it subject related
Yeah,
question?
yeah, subject related,
Then you
but
can ask me.
yeah, rest of the things, whatever I missed, that information I will check with you after end of the class.
Yeah, you can ask me, no problem.
Yeah, so the main, as you told, the main difference
Your
between
voice is lagging.
yeah, yeah, as you said, the main difference between React and Angular is the virtual DOM is the only the major difference between
No,
these.
no, 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 no. Not only virtual DOM. So Angular is not supporting JSX format. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Angular is not providing the direct package to connect with the Redux, but in React hyphen Redux is there. Okay.
okay,
And with this React code, so you can directly implement okay mobile applications, also cross mobile applications. If you take Angular, Flutter like that, some other technology support we need to take. Okay. Yes. And the next one in React, we have both functional components, class components.
yes,
But
yes,
in
yes,
Angular, we have only class components. Okay, in Angular, we have only class components.
okay,
And React, we can use JavaScript code as well as TypeScript also we can use. But in
okay.
Angular, only TypeScript we are using.
Script is allowed, yes, yes,
Like that, okay, many differences are there if you speak one by one.
okay.
Okay, yes. So main advantage is simple code. Okay, and learning is very easy.
And this one is also lightweight component, right?
Yeah, components are very lightweight. And moreover, functional components, class components, both it supports. In Angular class we have. Functional components are very faster than class components.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have one more question. So as you told that cross mobile platform applications that we can use for React, right? So actually, in React also we can use for a responsive based. We can design the mobile application and the web application in parallel, right? So
Yeah, web applications, actually web applications we can develop by using React. Okay, but responsiveness we don't provide with React and Angular. These are scripting languages for logics, not for the response and design. You got it. For this responsive, we are using media queries
Okay.
or else Bootstrap. Okay.
Yeah.
So React and Angular, these technologies are for logic development. Okay. Not for the designing. You got it. So responsive is coming, designing part.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to make your website compatible with the mobile, tab, or desktop. Okay. So like that, we have 4 types of devices. Every device contains 12 columns. Okay. So you want to adjust accordingly. Then we are taking the support of so either media queries or Bootstrap. Okay, Bootstrap responsive concept.
So what is this cross mobile platforms? So just
Cross mobile platform is, yeah, I will tell you. Cross mobile means, see, apps you are developing, not website app.
yes.
Android app is there, right? Okay. So by using Android technology, you are developing on mobile. Mobile app is different, website is different. Yes or no?
Yes, yes, correct. I agree with
Response is
that.
coming in website point of. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Now, what is cross mobile app? So, for example, if you develop any app with Android, so can I install that app in iPhone?
no,
No.
no.
Android app runs with Android mobile only. It is not supporting the iPhone and Microsoft mobiles.
So
For
like it's a,
example, yeah, for
you mean to say
example, if I
like it's a,
develop,
you
yeah,
mean to
one
say
second.
like it's a generic app like that.
Yeah, generic. So for example, phone gap, if you take, if I develop any app with phone gap, so that app runs under Android mobile, iPhone mobile, and Microsoft mobile. Like that, React Native also.
Okay, got it. Yeah,
So it is just like generic. Okay,
yeah,
that
generic medicine like that.
don't link this with the responsive concept. Okay.
Yeah. I got the clarity.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And the second point is you asked me, sir, can I ask you a question at middle? So that is 100% is okay, entertained here, because if you ask some questions in class, then there is chance to understand by others also. Okay, so they will get some knowledge on that. So that's why don't hesitate to ask the questions in class. You can anytime, at any time, you can ask the question, no issue.
No,
Okay.
but we need to check the right whether is it
Yeah. Some
yeah,
some faculties policy is different, but I'm telling you my policy. So
yeah,
some
because
faculties,
someone feels like it's a disturbance to other and the flow will be deviated.
no. Because of these questions, more knowledge others also can gain. Okay. And
Yeah.
I
Depends
have
on the
any
faculty perception. It's varies.
yes. Okay. So no
Yeah,
issue.
thank you. Yeah,
Directly.
yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. So next thing is, yeah, I told you the prerequisite is to learn this React is JavaScript. JavaScript is very, very important. And yesterday also I showed you the contents. Okay, so here, so sorry, not this. Okay, now here just yes. Here first we are covering these topics in JavaScript. So already I shared these points. Any new persons are here. Once again, I'm repeating. So total course duration is 70 days, 70. Okay. And in the 70 days, minimum 20 days, I'm taking the JavaScript classes. After that, we are starting React.js. Okay. So JavaScript is mandatory here. So without knowledge in JavaScript, you cannot work with this React.js. Okay. Yes. So here Java, even you can use TypeScript also, but TypeScript also converting into JavaScript. Finally, TypeScript is converting into JavaScript. Okay. Because browser cannot understand TypeScript. So that's why there is one process, transpiling process is there. So transpiling means one high level language we are converting into another high level language, means TypeScript to JavaScript. After that, compiling process is there. Means that JavaScript high level language is converting into machine understandable language. So like that, even if you use TypeScript, finally ultimate you need to convert into JavaScript because browser contains the interpreters to run the JavaScript code, but not TypeScript code. Okay. So anyhow here, so these are the all topics first I'm discussing with the JavaScript here. So these are the all topics we're discussing here. Okay, oops in JavaScript. Even JavaScript is not complete object-oriented programming script, but from ECMAScript 6 onward, they introduced the class. I told you class components we are creating in React.js. So by that time, you should know what is class object like that, and event bubbling, event triggering. So here till here, these are the concepts of, okay. Up to here, these are the concepts of JavaScript. First, we are discussing. After that, we will start the concepts of React.js, like what is JSX, what is. Okay, 1 second. Yes. So here JSX format, and next one here functional component, class components, lifecycle hooks, very important. Use state, use effect, use reducer, and single page application, login, logout. Okay, movie cart implementation. So, and I mean shopping cart applications, how to implement like that. So these are all the topics we are covering here. So to cover these topics, total course duration, I am spending around 70 days and 6 days a week. Okay. So Monday to Saturday we have classes. Sunday we don't have class. And the first Saturday means this coming Saturday we don't have class. Any new batch, first Saturday there is no class. From second week onwards, every Saturday we have classes. Okay. So this is the pattern. And I also provide the daily class recordings to you. So after this demo classes, they will change the link. Okay, then I will give you the Google Drive access. You can access class, everyday class video, and what are the concepts we are discussing, that notes. And next one, programs. Every program which we are discussing, I will place in that Google Drive. You can access the recordings, video recordings, programs, everything. Okay, that is the pattern which we are moving. And in React.js, okay, I will discuss how to work with this. Routing concept is very, very important, and API service calls, Ajax concept, and Bootstrap integration also I will discuss with you. Okay, Bootstrap integration. Next one, lifecycle hooks. We have both functional component, class component, lifecycle hooks, and deployment, how to deploy the project in the live servers. Okay, so like GoDaddy, ByteHost, HostGator, like the different types of servers we have. So those things we are discussing. And Redux concept, how to work with the state management, local storage, cookies, session storage, and Redux. Okay, like that, these are all the component protocols, types of protocols. And next one, Ajax. So these are all the concepts we're discussing here. Okay, yeah, that is the main thing. So those who missed yesterday class, just once I repeated here. Okay, yes, fine. Now we are starting our concepts. Actually, I told you from JavaScript. Okay, yeah, your voice is lagging again.
Yeah, sir, will you going to work on end-to-end one application from front-end invocation to back-end
Yeah. So
response?
the backend, we are calling the API service. At that time, I will explain you how to get the API service in Node.js. Okay. If you
Yes,
know Java.NET, you can replace that Node API with Java API, .NET API, but procedure is same. Okay.
okay.
And we are discussing how to connect with the database, how to fetch the data through that server-side API, and how to work with the CRUD operations, update, delete in React in front end, how to work with the CRUD
Okay.
operations, everything we're discussing. Okay,
So that time
so
we are going to cover the displaying the response from the back response, whatever we get
yes.
from the
See
backend
here,
APIs.
see here. Okay, this is class. Okay, if you take any class here, like okay, so BA so then here we have third. Okay, see here node hyphen mongo hyphen react. This program is there, which I discussed 2 days back, right?
Yes, yes.
In this program, just API service calls, everything we are covering here. Okay, now here,
Yeah.
see, this is
Yeah.
delete record
Okay.
API service by using access post method. get method. I will explain all these concepts here. Okay. And get
Okay.
data API service. Okay. So insert data and update data like that. Here I created API services using Node. Okay. Those API services we are discussing. So node-mongo.js. If you open this file, you can also see that API services here. Yes. Yeah. So this is API service for get data. This is insert data like that. So here MongoDB connectivity. So we are discussing with MongoDB. So this is a driver. MongoJS is one driver which we are using here. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
So if you know Java, then these API services you can change with Java. Okay. Java API services you can call. So procedure is same only. How to call from front end. It may be .NET API service or Java API service or Node API service, anything. Okay. I will explain with Node.js. That's all. Okay. So JavaScript. Okay, first we are starting with JavaScript. But before that, already I told you yesterday, 1 or 1.5 day we are spending with HTML because every day we are working with HTML controls. So see, in this program on in this application only. For example, if you observe today morning, I discussed this application, how to display the movie list. Okay. Yes. In this program, if you observe here, I have taken div, okay, and h3, img. So input like that I have taken these HTML elements. Some people may have idea on these elements, but some people may not have. Okay, even if you know HTML, you don't know what is exactly div, what is exactly span. These things are very, very important for us. Okay, right? So here, these type of programs we are discussing here. Okay, how to display that, design the web page with the cart, and how to work with that book tickets like that. These are the examples we are discussing. So today only I discussed this one, this program morning 7 o'clock batch. So here we are using this all HTML elements. So that's why first you should have the minimum idea on this HTML. Okay, not that complete designing point of view. So in our application, so designers are providing the HTML templates. Our React.js code, we are integrating inside the HTML templates like this. Okay, yes. So by that time, so you should know what is div, what is image, what is span, like that, what is container. That information is required to you. Okay, is this clear? Yes. So now for that reason, I'm discussing that, okay, HTML first. So that is only 1 or 1.5 day. Okay, after that I will start the JavaScript. After that I'm starting the React concepts. Okay, React JS. Okay, fine. So now I'm starting my discussion with HTML. Okay, yes, fine here. HTML. So you people may have idea on this HTML, but the thing is the very important concepts are there. So those we are discussing. So I am asking you one direct question. How many types of HTML? What is HTML first of all? What is HTML? Anybody have idea?
Hypertext markup language.
I'm not asking full form of HTML. I'm asking what is HTML? Yeah,
Used to
full
design
form is
web page.
hypertext markup language. What
Used
is
to design
HTML?
web page.
Yeah, what is that?
Used to design web page.
Yes, HTML is a web technology to display controls on browser, right? HTML we are using for what? To display the controls on browser. Okay. Yes. So every browser contains controls. If you take Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, okay, and Opera, Safari. So in all browsers, we have controls. Those controls we can display with the help of HTML. Okay. So HTML provides elements, okay, to display controls on browser. So img is one element. Okay. Next one, div is one element, input is one element. Like that, we have different types of elements. Okay. So HTML elements we can enclose with angle brackets. So angle bracket is nothing but less than greater than symbol. Inside that angle brackets, we are placing the elements. Then it comes under one tag. Is it clear? It comes under one tag. Browser can understand these tags. Okay. So here, in case if I place img here, then inside this less than and greater than means within the angle brackets, if I take img, then browser can understand this is image control. If I don't use less than greater than, then what happens here? Browser understand this is a simple text message, and that message only img text only displays on the browser instead of image control. So that's why. So elements we should enclose it with angle brackets, nothing but less than and greater than symbol. Okay. Yes. Every element, okay, provides properties. We can also call them as attributes. Okay, for example, if you take image, src is one property. Okay, width is one property, height is one property. Like that here, if you take input, okay, type is one property. Like that, we have different types of controls. I will explain you all these controls, but before that, how many types of controls we have in HTML? I mean, how many types of elements we have? That is very important. I know no one answered this question. Can you answer this? How many types of elements we have in HTML? Anybody have idea? So that is very important for. Tell me if you know. Yeah, what are they? Yes,
Attribute.
it may be wrong. No problem. You can tell what you know.
Attributes.
Types of elements. So types of elements. For example, here img is one element, right? Okay, and div is one element. These elements contains properties. Those properties we are calling as attributes. Okay, I'm not asking anything about attributes. Total, how many types of elements we have? Yes. Accurately, we can't say. So we can say accurately. So here, these are two types we have. Okay. Yes, two types we have. The first one is container. Second one is non-containers. Yes. Yeah. So see this, very important. Okay. So if you create any basic React project, okay. So for example, here, so now if you take morning 7 a.m. batch, okay. So I told you today I discussed this movie cart application. Okay, first app, okay, basic app if you take. So now in this app, see, we have div tag. First of all, why this new project is providing div tag for us? Once you create any new project in React, so it is not given by me, this div tag. Okay, this text I have given. Okay, but this is already there. When I create the new project, it is providing one div tag. What is this div tag? Okay, so what is this div tag and what is span? What is paragraph? Those things you should know. So before that, what is container? Yes. So container can hold other elements. Okay. So examples if you take div span paragraph. Okay. Div span paragraph. Table is there. HTML table also comes under container. And anchor tag is there. That is also container. Okay. First, I am explaining you about this container. So general meaning of container. What is general meaning of container? Container vehicles are there. Yes. Yes. What the meaning of that container? It can hold some goods, right? Like that here also in HTML, we have container elements. Inside this container elements, we can place other controls. Is it clear? Containers we are using to hold other controls. That is the main point of this. Yes, it is placed to hold elements. Okay. Now, if you want to hold multiple controls as one group, we can use containers. Yes, yeah. Multiple controls you want to hold as one group, then we are using containers. See, now you can ask me, sir, what is the purpose of this grouping? Why we are holding multiple controls as one group? What is the advantage? So we are using containers to hold multiple controls as one group. I told you that point. Immediately, sir, what is this group? Why we are using this group? That question may occur in your mind. So for that one example I'm showing you, then you will get better clarity in that point of view. So for this example, I am creating one HTML file. Okay. Open this edit plus. So right now I'm using edit plus. Okay. After some sessions, I will discuss. So this Visual Studio Code, we are using this IDE to create the applications in React.js. Okay. But initial starting, okay. Some classes we are discussing with edit plus. Okay. Yeah. Now here, see this, I created, I opened this edit plus, save this file, desktop, demo1.html. Okay, one HTML file I created. So what is the name here? Demo1. And what the extension? HTML. Okay, so don't try to understand these tags which I'm taking, because tags are not yet discussed. Just I'm going to show you what is the advantage of container. Okay, I'm going to show you what is the advantage of container. Now here, I want to design one login form. Okay, in this we are taking, yes. So some elements I'm taking, like input type is equal to text. So I'm placing text box holder, placeholder is equal to user name I have given. Now, first I want to open this file in browser. So this file I created in the desktop, right? So right click and open with browser. Now you can see the result. So I have given HTML element here. What that input element I have given. Okay. So that result is coming in browser. That is nothing but text box. Okay. Yes. So in new line, BR is the tag to get the new line. So one more control. Type is equal to text or password. Anything you can take here. So I have taken the text box. Okay. So text I'm using password text. Placeholder means some text you want to display. So that password text I have given, but this is text box only. Okay. Now in new line, one button I'm taking. Input type is equal to button and value is equal to just a click. So simple HTML form I designed with the 3 controls here. Okay, fine. So what the text on this button? Click I have given instead of click something like, okay. So login I have given. Yes. Now in this browser, when the browser is loaded, it displays this login form. I'm not applying any styles, okay, and other things. Simple login form I design. On top of this, one more button I'm taking. Input type is equal to button, value is equal to show login I have given line. Yes. Yeah. Now, what is my requirement here? So when I click on this show login, then only I want to display this login form. Initial state of login form is, okay, hide. So I want to hide this login form. I want to show when I click on this. You want to hide this login form, these 3 controls you need to hide. Now my question is, these 3 controls are located inside any group or individually they located? Those are individual controls now. Those are not located inside any group. So now you want to hide these controls. Generally, I'm taking the support of, okay, one property. So that is display none. Don't think about this. I will discuss later. Now, this text box is hiding. But what about remaining 2 text boxes? we need to apply the same property on the two text boxes here like this. Okay. So now here you can see in this text box, and the third one is not text box button. The remaining controls are given these two properties. Now it is hiding. Means here problem is in each and every control. Okay. I need to apply the same repeated properties. That property I'm repeating here. That is problem for me. So this is login concept. If take registration concept, you have many more controls. In all controls, you want to apply these properties. The somewhat okay headache procedure to the programmer. So this is repeated means repeatedly you're applying these properties. Okay, that is not good. Okay, that's what I'm doing here. Yes, I'm taking one div tag. So div is one container. These three controls I'm taking inside this div tag. Now I grouped these three controls with the help of div, right? Yes. So inside this div, I have taken these three controls. And first of all, I'm removing styles on each and every control. Okay. Yes. Now, if you observe, all controls are displaying on the browser. Now, what I'm doing here in this div, I'm applying style is equal to display. None I have given. Now, if I refresh, what happens? In a single shot, all these controls are hiding. Yes. So this is one group. If you observe here, this is one group. If I expand this, so inside this, what are the controls we have? Every control is hiding. Like that for grouping purpose. For grouping purpose, we are using these elements, containers. So what are the containers we have? Yes. So div is one container, span is one container, paragraph is one container, table is one container, anchor is one container, and mark you also one container. Like that, we have these containers. Okay. So every container is the combination of open and closing tags. Between that open and closing, we are placing other elements, other controls. Like that div and span, if you observe here. Okay. There also you can place other controls. Like that, every container is the combination of open and closing tag, separate closing tag we have. In non-containers, we don't have separate closing tag. I will discuss that topic later. Okay, after this containers. Anyhow, container is the combination of open and closing. So between that, you are placing the other elements. That is the main thing. Now you can ask me, sir, we have div, span, paragraph, table, like that, many elements. What the purpose of these all elements? Okay. So same purpose we are using, or any difference we have between the div, span, paragraph, table. Yes, differences are there. That's why we have these many. If all are perform the same operation, then no need to use these all different many elements here. Only one div is enough. But there is difference between div and span and paragraph, table, marquee, like that we have. So for every tag individual, some properties we have. So those we need to discuss. But before that, on top of that, all these comes under containers. Yes. So what is the main purpose of container? You tell me now. What is the main purpose of container?
Place to hold other.
Yeah, placeholder, just like placeholder means don't think about this placeholder. This placeholder is different. So this placeholder is to display some default text on the text boxes. Okay, now if you observe here, okay, let me delete this. So here, so this text box placeholder is different here. Okay. And div is also, okay, div is one container. Okay, div is one container to hold other contours. So we can also call it as placeholder. That is no problem. Okay. Now what are the properties I applied on this div? Those properties, okay, are applied on this all elements. Now here in this button, one script I'm writing. Dynamically, you need to show that div tag when after clicking on the button, right? So that's why here, so one small statement I am using. Don't try to understand this now. Okay, we will discuss programmatic point of view, everything. So See, now when I click on this div tag, so I'm calling right now JavaScript. So to display, when I click on the button, so we are displaying div1, div1.display block I have given. For this div tag, div1 I provided as ID. So now if you observe this one, when I click on this, okay. So JavaScript colon div1 dot style dot. Okay, and now refresh it. Click here. Again, it displays that one. Okay, anyhow, on click, these are all we will discuss later. So I'm removing this one. Okay. And here ID also I'm removing. So just need to think about the container. What is container? Container can hold other elements. Okay. So you want to hold multiple controls as one group. Then we can use containers. That is the main point. Now here I have taken this, I created this container with div tag. But not only div, we have span, table, and other containers also. Now, what are the differences we will discuss? Okay, those differences we'll discuss. So that topic I will cover in next class. And after that, I will discuss non-containers also. Then some HTML controls. Every day we are using some HTML controls. Those controls I will discuss. So then I will stop this HTML. I will move to JavaScript. But in JavaScript point of view, complete JavaScript is required for us. Okay, not only in development point of view, even in interview point of view also, they're asking many questions based on JavaScript. Okay, yes. So I told you, for JavaScript, we are spending minimum 20 days. Okay, yes. Yeah. So I think you understand what is container. Okay. Now you need to understand what are the differences between these elements. After that, what is non-container, we will discuss. Okay. Yes. So do you know containers again divided into two types? What are these two types? Anyone have idea? Yeah, that we will cover. Huh? Yes, tell me.
Row and column.
No. Inline elements and block elements. Okay. So div is block element. Span is inline element. So I will discuss these differences. That time I will explain what is inline and block level. In tomorrow class, we will discuss those things. Okay. So just for now, remember what is container. That's all. Not more than that. Okay. And I will share these notes tomorrow. After that, remaining concepts we discussed in HTML, I will share that one. No worries. And the demo means I don't repeat the concepts, same concepts every day. So they are providing 4 or 5 sessions demo. So every day we are discussing new concept. Is it clear? But link is demo link. After 4 or 5 classes, they change that link. Then payment link is coming into the picture. Okay. Yes. So any questions you want to ask? So this is clear. What is container? That is clear, right? Don't think about
After completing the course,
these all elements. Yeah, tell me.
hello. After completing the course, we can get the certifications also.
Yeah, you can talk to the management. They are providing the certificate to you. Course completion certificate they are providing to you. Okay. Yeah, they will provide the certificate.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Yeah. Your voice is not clear, lagging.
Yeah. If the time permits you, can you please cover the bootstrap also in this one?
See, Bootstrap, I will discuss how to work with that Bootstrap. See, in this program, I used many Bootstrap properties. Like that, we are covering Bootstrap, but not 100%. Okay.
Yeah, at least
See,
how can
with
we
this
use that?
knowledge,
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
discussing here, see here, this is in this program. Okay. This movie card program, right? Yes. The movie card program I explained today morning. So I have taken the Bootstrap. Card is one class in Bootstrap. I use it here. Okay. And here container. Okay. So container is one class. So yesterday I discussed one more program. Okay, so I will show you that. So that is okay. Now here Bootstrap app. Okay, let me open this.
Sir, for fresher student to enter into the company, is it enough course for this?
Yeah, you can easily go with 3+ years experience if you practice well. No doubt in that point. Not as pressure. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here you can see this is one Bootstrap class, BTN-primary, secondary. Like that. Here also user can like that in our discussion. First, I will explain you how to install Bootstrap in React project. Okay, for that we are using npm install Bootstrap, that command we are using. After that, we are importing that Bootstrap. Not only Bootstrap, font awesome icons also I will discuss with you. How to see cart icon and next one star icon. These icons are there. Those are all available inside this package. We will discuss first of all how to use the Bootstrap and font awesome classes in our React application. After that, so based on the programs, so we are discussing some classes. Okay, Bootstrap classes. Okay, like btn-primary is one class, second is one class, and table. Okay, so form-control is one class. Okay, after that, if you observe here, table-striped is one class. Like that, some examples I will discuss, but 100% Bootstrap will not cover. But with these guidelines, you can easily go through that Bootstrap by watching W3 schools. Okay, so that videos, that is enough.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
See, Satish, I told 2 to 3 times the differences between Angular and React. Yesterday, I discussed those points today also. Okay. Yes. So I discussed like React supports. Okay. So JSX format. What is JSX? I will show you. And virtual DOM it is supporting. And you can use JavaScript or TypeScript. Both technologies we can use with React JS. Okay. And cross mobile applications also we can develop by using React. So cross mobile means one app supports many different mobiles like Android, iPhone, Microsoft, etc. Right? And simple coding is there. And Angular supports only class component. React supports functional components as well as class components. And the learning curve is very less in React compared with Angular. Main important point is already from past few years in companies, JavaScript programmers are working. So they want to change to next technology, then obviously they will take React JS. So that's why in companies, many React JS teams are formed. So if they want to look for new resource, definitely they are looking with React JS only to work with them. So that's why we have more this requirement with this React in this IT industry compare with Angular, but Angular is also good. Okay, and React is the product of Facebook. Angular is the product of Google. Okay, yes. So you can check which one is better. That question you can check yourself. So upload 2 resumes. One is with Angular, one is with React, the different mobile numbers and names. Then you can track how many mails and calls you're getting for Angular and React. Like that, you can test. Okay, fine.
Excuse me. So is it mandatory to have the knowledge on TypeScript for both working on React and Angular?
In React, not required, but in Angular, compulsory TypeScript is required.
Okay.
In Angular classes, I am teaching TypeScript. In React classes, I'm teaching JavaScript. Prerequisite is okay.
Okay.
Fine. I need to start another class 9 o'clock. So
Sir,
see you
just
tomorrow.
one thing, sir. Sir, just one thing. 7:30 batch when is starting, sir?
Evening 7:30.
Yeah, yeah.
So you want to join that React in that batch, right?
Yeah, correct, sir. So I
Yeah,
was
just
getting
after 4 days, just remind me. I will tell you the exact date. Okay, within 4 or 5 days.
sure, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.